tuned in to the sound of the empire. DJ DF, where luxury
I forgive you, but I don't forget. I moved on, but I never regret. I found peace, but the scars stay wet. You lose a lesson if you lose a day.
I don't hate you, I don't wish you pain. I just learned that trust ain't growing in the rain. I just learned that love ain't running through a vein. I just learned some people only show up for the game. I don't speak on every wound, I don't post every cut. I don't fight every rumor, I don't fall for every gut. I just watch you stay silent when the world tryna shut. And who asks for forgiveness when they never showed up? I don't carry bitterness, I don't carry shame. I don't let the past drag down my aim. I don't lose myself tryna fix every flame. If you burn me once, I won't play the same.
I forgive you, but I don't forget. I moved on, but I never regret. I found peace, but the scars stay wet. You lose a lesson if you lose a day. Let it go, but don't return. Some bridges close, some bridges burn. Some people grow, some never learn. Forgive their voice, protect your turn. Let it go, but don't rewind. Some hearts heal slow, some leave you blind. Some storms pass, some stay behind. Forgive their past, guard your mind.
You said things you didn't mean, but I believed you anyway. I gave pieces of myself, I can get back a day. You apologize in spring for what you did in May. But forgiveness isn't magic, it don't make the stain decay. I don't wish you bad days, I don't wish you hurt. I just wish you learned respect before you treated me like dirt. I found peace without your voice, without the comfort you insert. Now the silence feels like wisdom and the distance feels like worth. I don't let you back and that's a chapter that we close. I don't rewrite my story just to keep what never grows. I can smile at what we had, I cannot like I suppose. But I won't forget the lessons that the quiet nights expose.
Let it go, but don't return. Some bridges close, some bridges burn. Some people grow, some never learn. Forgive their voice, protect your turn. Let it go, but don't rewind. Some hearts heal slow, some leave you blind. Some storms pass, some stay behind. Forgive their past, guard your mind.
I can heal and still remember.
That's maturity, not tension.
I don't hold no grudges, I just hold my space.
I don't rush my healing, I just move with grace.
I don't try to prove a point, I let time in place.
You can say you're sorry, but the truth is said. You can cry on the phone, but the heart won't forget. You can ask for a chance, but the pain's still a threat. I forgive you for me, that's the part people forget. I'm not stuck in the past, I just honor what was real. I don't force reconciliation, just doing what I feel. So there's only closure. So I guard my peace like a diamond I jewel.
People want access to pieces they never help build. They want all your energy, they never learn to chill. They want every version of you that you pave and will. But the moment you need them, that room goes still. I'm not heartless, I'm just careful with my trust. I don't rush into stories that were never made for us. I don't break the proof of point, I don't fall under fuss. I just move with understanding, everyone turn to dust. I don't give out chances just to keep somebody pleased. I don't stay in places where my soul don't feel at ease. Distance isn't punishment, it's how I stay released. Silence isn't cruelty, it's a part of me that's free. I grew colder, but I'm not cool. Protecting my heart don't make me a fool. I learned the world don't play by the rules. So I guard my peace like a diamond I jewel.
You didn't change your heart, you changed your space. You stopped running to the noise, you move with grace. You didn't lose your love, you just chose your pace. Colder doesn't mean cruel, it means you found your place. You didn't turn to stone, you turned to calm. You learned to hear yourself without raising an alarm. You don't know the world, you're open palm. Colder doesn't mean cruel, it means you learn to stay strong.
I used to rush forgiveness cause I hated feeling wrong. Used to give too many chances just to keep somebody strong. But some people love the chaos and confuse it with a bond. So I stepped into my silence where the peace was all along. I don't argue when I'm right, I don't shout when I'm hurt. I don't fight for validation from a crowd that loves to flirt. I don't beg for recognition from a world that moves in dirt. I just walk away in quiet, that's the power I exert. Cold ain't evil, it's protection from the past. Cold ain't heartless, it's boundaries built to last. Cold ain't distance, it's the wisdom growing fast. I'm not cruel at all, I just learned to choose me at last.
You didn't change your heart, you changed your space. You stopped running to the noise, you move with grace. You didn't lose your love, you just chose your pace. I'm done proving myself to people. I'm done proving myself to people who don't see.
it's recovery.
Done
If I
chasing
don't text
validation
back,
that
it's
was
not
never
clarity. If I
meant
don't
for
let you
me.
close, it's not hate, it's rarity. I pretend
Done
my
explaining
energy
every
like
dream
I'm
like a
on
womb
jury.
they
I get
need
love
to
when it's
free.
real, not for status or popularity.
I don't need 1,000 eyes, just a stronger, better me.
I used to beg for understanding from the ones who never cared. Used to break down every vision, hoping someone else compared. Used to shrink my own ambition just to make the room prepare. Now I stand inside my purpose, no approval ever shared. I don't argue with opinions when my growth is in my hands. I don't put my inner calling to a crowd that barely stands. I don't fight for recognition from a place that never spans. I just honor every step that pulls me closer to my plans. I don't doubt my intuition just because they disagree. I don't bend into their limits just to make them feel at ease. I don't rush to prove my value to a world that moves with ease. Cause the truth about becoming is it's something bigger.
But I'm proving myself to people who don't see. Done chasing validation that was never meant for me. Done explaining every dream like a wound they need to free. I don't need 1,000 eyes, just a stronger, better me. You don't know the reasons for the fire in your veins. You don't know the answers for the losses or the gains. You don't know the pieces of the healing in your pains. You just owe yourself the freedom that your heart sustains. You don't need applause to make your vision true. Don't explain your light to people scared of what you do. Don't ask for permission when the path is built for you. The world may doubt your journey, but your soul already knew.
I stopped fighting for a seat where I was never meant to sit. Stopped explaining why I'm different just to make the puzzle fit. Stop chasing empty praise from those who never carry grit. Stop performing for acceptance, now I move with quiet wit. I don't fall because they doubt me, I don't break because they stare. I don't shrink because they fear me, I don't bleed because they glare. I don't crumble when they question why my dreams are never fair. I just rise above the noise like the truth that fills the air. Every part of who I'm becoming didn't need a witness close. Didn't need a crowd to cheer, didn't need a hollow boast. Didn't need a public moment for the journey I chose. All I needed was my heart, and it guided me the most.
You don't know the reasons for the fire in your veins. You don't know the answers for the losses or the gains. You don't know the pieces of the healing in your pains. You just owe yourself the freedom that your heart sustains.
Even when nobody claps, even when nobody claps. If you doubt me, that's your burden, not a mountain I should lift. If you question why I'm rising, that's a mirror you should shift. If you call me overrated, that's a wound you never fix.
She protected every lie like it kept her road intact. Hiding truth behind a smile that she used to distract. I wasn't broken by the secrets, I just learned how to react when someone guards the darkness like it's all they ever lacked.
She said she wanted honesty, but never gave me any proof. Said she wanted loyalty, but hid pieces of her truth. Said she wanted connection, but her actions stood aloof. I kept reading all the signals till the patterns turned cool. She protected every story that she never let unfold. Kept the past inside her pocket like a secret she controlled. Every time I asked a question, the reaction turned cold. It wasn't love she guarded, it was things she left untold. I'm not judging what she faced, I'm just naming what I saw. People hide what makes them fragile, that's a universal law. But lies don't build a future, they just build a glass wall. One hit of reality and the pieces start to fall.
She protected every lie like it kept her world intact. Hiding truths behind a smile that she used to distract. I wasn't broken by the secrets, I just learned how to react when someone guards the darkness like it's all they ever lacked. Sometimes we hide the truth because we're scared to be seen. Sometimes we play pretend because the past wasn't clean. Sometimes we build a mask where our fear was machine. Lies don't make us evil, they reveal what we've been. Sometimes we run from people who just wanted us whole. Sometimes we guard the stories that still echo in the soul. Sometimes we push away the hands that try to console. The truth ain't always pretty, but it's the way we control.
I didn't hate her for the lies, I just learned to read the cues. Learn the silence in her voice, learn the weight of hidden blues. Learn she fought with old mistakes, learn the ones she didn't choose. But honesty is currency and we both pay different dues. I was giving real intention, she was giving half the tale. I was open with my scars, she was covered in a veil. Not because she wanted damage or she wished for me to fail, but her truth was trapped in memory she never could unveil. I'm not angry at the secrets, just the space they occupy. All the moments that were tainted every time she tried to hide. All the time she closed her feelings like a door that never opened wide. But I learned you can't love deeply when the truth stays outside.
Sometimes we hide the truth because we're scared to be seen. Sometimes we play pretend because the past wasn't clean. Sometimes we build a mask where our fear was machine. Lies don't make us evil, they reveal what we've been. Everybody guards something, but healing starts with love. I don't argue, I don't chase, I don't answer every call.
For the secrets, we all carry broken parts. We all got a lot too, like a shield around our hearts. But when honesty is missing, that's when truth connection
like giving out my soul like a discount on a dream. Stop explaining why I'm quiet when I'm building another team. People love to play offended when your growth is too extreme, but the silence made me stronger, now I move like I'm a scene.
I don't fight for validation, I don't beg to be believed. I don't break to prove a point, I don't cry when I'm relieved. If you didn't hold me down when the world was on my sleeve, you don't get to pull me back when I stand up and achieve.
I protect my peace, no.
I don't argue, I don't chase, I don't answer every call, I don't show up every place, I don't let you waste my time, I don't fall for any face. If your energy is heavy, I remove it quick. Don't let them in your door if they knock with doubt. Don't let them see your heart if they talk too loud. Don't let them call you friend when they act like a crowd. Protect your peace, that's how you make your family proud. Don't let them in your door if they knock with doubt. Don't let them see your heart if they talk too loud. Don't let them call you friend when they act like a crowd. Protect your peace, that's how you make your family glow. Don't let them drain your light when you're trying to grow. Don't let them slow your path when they fear your glow. Don't let them judge your climb when they stay down low. Protect your peace, that's how a real king flows.
I don't read between the lines, I just watch how people move. They could say 1,000 things, but intentions never grew. Some will cheer you in the hall and then curse you in the booth. So I walk with quiet clarity and let time show the truth. I've been learning how to guard what the world can never see. Learning how to close the door without losing empathy. Learning that a gentle heart needs its own security. Learning that my peace is worth more than popularity.
Don't let them in your door if they knock with doubt. Don't let them see your heart if they talk too loud. Don't let them call you friend when they act like a crowd. Protect your peace, that's how you make your family proud.
I don't compare myself to nobody, no. I don't measure my worth by the noise or the crowd. I don't chase what they chase, I just move how I'm allowed. When I stopped looking sideways, my soul got loud. Used to scroll through every win like it meant I was behind. Used to feel like I was late cause of someone else's shine. Used to question every dream when they got theirs before mine. But time don't copy timelines, it writes its own design. I don't panic when I'm quiet, I don't rush to catch a trend. I don't race to prove my value to a stranger or a friend. I don't fear the destination just because I see their end. My journey's built in layers, it was never made to blend. I stopped fighting for approval from a world that moves too fast. Stop believing every comment like a true meant to last. Stop comparing every chapter to a book that's not my past. Now I breathe in my direction and the weight fades off at last. I don't compare myself to nobody now. I don't measure my worth by the noise or the crowd. I don't chase what they chase, I just move how I'm allowed. When I stopped looking sideways, my soul got loud.
Don't rush your steps just cause they walk in light. Don't change your pace just cause they're out of sight. Some grow fast, some bloom late at night. Your story moves exactly how it's right. Don't weigh your dreams by someone else's scheme. Don't judge your truth by somebody's scream. What's meant for you flows clean between. You rise when it's time, you don't need to be seen.
I don't envy anybody, I don't chase another lane. I don't question my becoming cause of someone else's gain. I don't idolize a moment when I know the cost and strain. Success is not a race, it's a practice for the brain. I learn patience through the silence, learn confidence through the grind. Learn the blessing in the process, learn the value of my mind. I don't compete with anybody, I compete with who I was in line. Every version of myself makes the next one refined. I don't scroll to feel pressure, I don't scroll to feel less. I don't scroll to judge my journey by a stranger's progress. I don't scroll to lose my center when I'm building from a mess. I protect my inner voice, that's the reason I
Don't rush your steps just cause they walk in light. Don't change your pace just cause they're out of sight. Some grow fast, some bloom late at night. Your story moves exactly how it's right.
That lane is there, mine is mine. I don't force what isn't meant, I don't crave what isn't true. I don't measure my becoming by what other people do. I don't lose myself in shadows when my sky can still be blue. I don't need the world to crown me, just a better version.
Said I look like danger in a black coat. Cuban links sitting, danger in a black coat. Danger in a black, danger in a black coat. Danger in a black coat. Cuban links sitting heavy on my bare throat. Eyes float, she don't care about the price tag. Whispers in my ear like she wanna be my next bag. Told her, baby, don't rush, vibe first. She bite her lip, let her liquor do the thirst. Red nails dragging down my skin like a verse. She said, make me forget my ex, make it hurt.
VIP confessions in the dark, no camera. Tell me all the things you only tell in seminars. Love ain't here, we just talking dirty manners. Hands on my collar like she's tryna put a banner up. be at peace. She don't wanna leave. Heavy perfume got her breathing in my sleep. She know I do the things they wouldn't dare believe. Whisper that she want me, then she drop it on her knees.
I don't chase, nah, I never do the run back. She the type to leave a message with a thumbtack. She the type to drop the panties in the coming back. Tell me I can take the pressure, I don't ever crack. Gold teeth flashing and neon like a warning. She don't wanna sleep, she don't even care for morning. Said she got a man, but he took her love for granted. Now she want a villain who can give her what she wanted. Tell me what you really like. No fears, no judgment, just us.
B.I.B. confessions in the dark, no camera.
I'm not cold, you just gave me reason. You taught me silence is the strongest season. You led at every prayer, every dream, every plea. Now I walk past your memory like you never knew me. You said love me louder, but you muted all my goals. You wanted comfort in my arms, but you never fed my soul. You love the version in the photos, not the weight I had to hold. You love the boy inside the mirror, not the man who turned to gold. You called it selfish when I focus on the grind. You called it childish when I left you far behind. You called it ego when I cut you from my mind. You called it toxic when I didn't waste my time. I don't chase what isn't real, I don't fall for validation. I'm allergic to attention dressed as admiration. You saw loyalty as weakness and ambition as disease. I chose distance, you chose envy, now I finally breathe.
I'm not cold, you just gave me reason. You taught me silence is the strongest season. You laughed at every prayer, every dream, every plea. Now I walk past your memory like you never knew me. He didn't freeze, he just stopped trying. You never listened when he spoke, you just kept lying. You say he changed, but he's the same one rising. You don't know the pain that turned a flame into a diamond.
He didn't freeze, he just chose his highest lane. You only showed her when it sounded like fame. You never watered all the rules he became. Now you blame him for the man he became.
You only loved me when the feedback was applause. You vanished every time I tried to write my flaws. You said I'm overthinking, said I need to take a pause. But the only time you cared was when I fed your cause. You want a partner who performs, not a partner who creates. You want love without the grind, just the money and the gates. You want a blessing without struggle, a crown without debate. You want a king who bends for you until the kingdom breaks. I don't hate you, I don't chase you, I don't text you back at night. If you think that makes me ruthless, then you never saw the fight. I rebuilt myself in silence, turn my wrongs into my right. I just learned that some connections look like heaven in the light. He didn't freeze, he just stopped trying. You never listened when he spoke, you just kept lying. You say he changed, but he's the same one rising. You don't know the pain that turned a flame into a diamond.
You didn't lose me, you just lost access. I don't cry when I remember, I don't tremble when you call. You used to be my oxygen, they barely hear it all. You used to be the reason I would trip before the fall. Now I'm walking like a giant, I don't hear your voice at all. Some people only love you when you're easy to control. Some people only show up when they think they'll play a role. Some people hate your progress cause it mirrors what they stole. You didn't make me cold, I just learned to guard my soul.
I'm not cold, you just gave me reasons. You told me silence is the strongest season. You laughed at every prayer, every dream, every plea. Now I walk past
We don't ask, we don't explain. Two strangers in the dark, moving closer in the flame. She don't care who's watching, she don't even know my name. No regret tonight, she just wanna leave the frame. We don't talk about tomorrow, we just burn what we can get. If she wants it, she will take it. No excuses, no regret. We don't ask for absolution, we don't worry who we met. If she calls me in the darkness, I remember and forget. She came through the back door, perfume heavy, eyes low. Didn't ask if I was taken, didn't ask where I would go. Said I'm tired of pretending I'm a queen of the show. Then she poured her drink slow, like she'd already lost control. She didn't tell me about her past, she just laughed at the sky. Said life ain't complicated, people complicate the why. She traced her finger on my wrist while the DJ passes by. Said I don't care about the future, I just need one more high. No regret tonight, we don't ask, we don't explain. Two
strangers in the dark, moving closer in the flame. She don't care who's watching, she don't even know my name. No regret tonight, she just wanna leave the frame. We don't talk about tomorrow, we just burn what we can get. If she wants it, she will take it. No excuses, no regret. We don't ask for absolution, we don't worry who we met. If she calls me in the darkness, I remember and forget. She leaning on the table, glass shaking in her hand. Said I built my own heart out of concrete and sand. Said love is just a winter cold in a desert land. Then she laughed like she knew no one else would understand. She told me she once believed in trust in a fairy tale end, but the world took her softly, then snapped her like a band. Now she only chases nights she will never recommend, and she only speaks the truth when the lights start to descend.
If you want to be forgiven, you can't live the way I do.
Music hit a deeper beat, neon melting through the smoke. She looked at me like a memory the world already broke. Said I'm not here for comfort, I'm not here for hope. Then she kissed my knuckles gently like a secret she spoke. Everyone around us faded, but she stayed in that zone. Strong eyes, steady pulse, like she carved me out of stone. Said I'll disappear at sunrise, you'll never see my phone. Then she whispered, don't chase me, I will find you when I'm grown. No regret tonight, fingerprints in silhouette.
My silence is the answer you can never understand. I don't shout, I don't break, I just move like a man. I don't fight for attention, I don't beg for a hand. My silence hits louder than the noise you plan.
You wanted me to argue so you feel like you still control. Wanted me to fall apart so you can play the role. You thought if you pushed enough you could damage what I hold, but peace became my weapon and the truth is what I stole. I used to speak my pain, now I speak with action. I don't chase the drama or emotional distractions. Every time you doubted me you fueled my reaction. Now the quiet in my chest became my strongest satisfaction. You can scream all you want, I ain't matching your tone. You can twist all the stories, but I know what I own. You can block me, unlock me, break down your phone. The silence is the kingdom where I stand on my throne. My silence is the answer you can never understand. I don't shout, I don't break, I just move like a man. I don't fight for attention, I don't beg for a hand. My silence hit louder than the noise you plan. I don't need your words, they cut but they fade. I don't need to fight, the truth's already made. You can raise your voice but storms never stay. Silence is the shield of the choices that you played. I don't need revenge, your choices tell the tale. I don't need to shout, your patterns never fail. I don't need the crowd to remind me not to bail. Silence is the echo when the loud ones go stale. I ain't perfect, I'm evolving, I'm adjusting through the weight. I learned every loud reaction only opens up the gate. So I closed every chapter with a calm, steady state. Now the quiet in my mind is what they love and what they hate. You try pulling every trigger just to see if I'd explode, but peace is stronger than the chaos you unload. I don't tell you how I heal, I don't walk the path you show. I just pave my own direction till the truth is what's exposed. I'm not running from the conflict, I'm just choosing where I stand. I don't battle every rumor, I don't argue on demand. I don't fight to prove I'm worthy, I don't beg to understand. My silence is the message that your noise cannot command.
I don't need your words, they cut but they fade. I don't need to fight, the truth's already made. You can raise your voice but storms never stay. Silence is the shield of the choices that you play. Quiet doesn't mean I'm weak, it means I learned peace speaks louder.
You expected me to break, but the quiet made me tough. You expected me to chase, but your story wasn't enough. You expected me to plead, but the calm came out rough. You expected me to crack, but my silence called the bluff. Now you ask why I ignore you, why I never call back, why I'm focused on my growth, why I'm staying on track. Cause you taught me that emotion is
I was running with the dream while they chillin' at the bar. I was walking like a comet while they staring at the stars. They said home is where the heart is, but my heart outgrew the yard. I got vision in my veins, they got parking lot scars. They be flexing on the timeline, praying for a viral day. I be counting quiet wins, never care what people say. They be scared of every risk, like the checks will run away. I be signing dotted lines, like depend on me away. I don't brag about the jet, I just land where I belong. I don't flex about the numbers, I just know they coming strong. You can lead the nest gently or explode and prove them wrong. I chose bold, that's why the legends put my name inside their song.
I outgrew the city, I don't hate it, I just grew. They still talk about my past like I'm the
DJ
DF. They be waiting at the bottom, hoping gravity stay true. But the sky don't pull me down, only storms know what I flew.
They be mad you got a crown, they couldn't fit. They be mad you got a throne,
DJ
they
DF.
couldn't sit.
They be mad you made a name, they couldn't quit. They be mad you with the gas while they parking through a fit. They be mad they still local in the scene. They be mad your new normal looks supreme. They be mad they still waiting for a dream. You be mad if you stay. That's the thing. I don't care about your gossip, I don't fall for any click. Never beg for validation, I got wings, I don't lick. Baby, copy every lyric, every hairstyle, every pic. But they never put the work in, that's the part that never sticks. You can flex about your blocks, I can flex about a lane. You can brag about the party, I can brag about the game. You can scream about your chain, I can scream about my brain. You can pray for someone's failure, I just upgrade every pain. Tell me how you hate a person you don't even understand. Tell me how you hate the hustle, then pretend you got a plan. I don't bow to any gossip, I don't kneel to any man. I just pack the whole perspective, then I fly like Superman. They be mad you got a crown, they couldn't fit. They be mad you got a throne, they couldn't sit. They be mad you made a name, they couldn't quit. They be mad you hit the gas while they parking through a fit. They be mad you got a
I ain't better than my home, I'm just bigger than with off. I ain't better than my home, I'm just bigger than with off. They wanted me stay humble just to make their ego right. They wanted me stay local like the dream ain't worth a flight. They say who you think you are, like they roll my inner light. I said I am what I became, and the answer started fights. I remember every corner like a tattoo on the map. I remember every laugh when they said I never rap. I remember how they ghosted when my goal began to stack. Now they ask me put a
I fall for you, you follow my dreams. You said I'm nothing, no, I'm all they see. I gave you loyalty, you gave me memes. I walked away and that's the version that's free. You said my music was a hobby, told me get a normal check. Said I'll never leave the past, I'll just circle where I slept. You hated every late night when I stayed inside the booth. You hated every sunrise when I chased another move. You told your friends I'm embarrassing, you told them I'm a joke. You said I'm wasting all my youth on a I fall for you, you follow my dreams. You said I'm nothing, no, I'm all they see. I gave you loyalty, you gave me means.
DJ
I walked away
DI.
and that's the version that's free. You said my music was a hobby, told me get a normal check. Said I'll never leave the past, I'll just circle where I slept. You hated every late night when I stayed inside the booth. You hated every sunrise when I chased another move. You told your friends I'm embarrassing, you told them I'm a joke. You said I'm wasting all my youth on a dream that always broke. But I stay focused on the pain, I turn pressure into gold. Now they pay to hear my voice and you watching from the cold.
I fall for you, you follow my dreams. You said I'm nothing, now I'm all they see. I gave you loyalty, you gave me memes. I walked away and that's the version that's free. You didn't lose me, you just lost the chance. You didn't love me, you just loved the dance. You didn't help me, you just watched me stand. You didn't hold me, you just held my plans.
I used to answer every call, now they go straight to ignore. I used to beg you for respect, now I walk right past the door. Used to ask you for support, you said love don't pay the rent. Now the rent is just a number and the shows pay every cent. You only check my story when the crowd begin to scream. You only call me baby when the check comes in between. You told me I should quit, you said be real, not extreme. I became the realest version, now reality is
You
clean.
didn't lose me, you just lost the chance. You didn't love me, you just loved the dance. You didn't help me, you just watched me stand. You didn't hold me, you just held my plans. I never hated how you doubted me. Hated how you left at who I could be.
They be waiting at the bottom, hoping gravity stays true.
I met people who were strangers who believe more than you. They never asked me to be perfect, they just asked me to be true. They didn't need me to impress them, they didn't beg me for the proof. They just said homie with the hardest, but my heart goes through the yard. I got vision in my veins, they got fucking lots of cars. They be flexing on the timeline, praying for a viral day. I be counting quiet wins, never care what people say. They be scared of every risk, like the checks are running away. I be signing dotted lines, like the pen on me away. I don't brag about the jet, I just land where I belong. I don't flex about the numbers, I just know they coming strong. You can lead the nest gently or explode and prove them wrong. I chose both, that's why the legends put my name inside their song.
I outgrew the city, I don't hate it, I just grew. They still talk about my past like I'm the whole version they knew. They be waiting at the bottom, hoping gravity stay true. But the sky don't pull me down, only storms know what I flew.
They be mad you got a crown, they couldn't fit. They be mad you got a throne, they couldn't sit.
They be mad you made a name, they couldn't quit. They be mad you with the gas while they parking through a fit. They be mad they still local, in the scene. They be mad your new normal looks supreme. They be mad they still waiting for a dream. You be mad if you stay. That's the thing. I don't care about your gossip, I don't fall for any click. Never beg for validation, I got wings, I don't lick. Baby, copy every lyric, every hit. style, every pick. But they never put the work in, that's the part that never sticks. You can flex about your blocks, I can flex about a lane. You can brag about the party, I can brag about the game. You can scream about your chain, I can scream about my brain. You can pray for someone's failure, I just upgrade every pain. Tell me how you hate a person you don't even understand. Tell me how you hate the hustle, then pretend you got a plan. I don't bow to any gossip, I don't kneel to any man. I just pack the whole perspective, then I fly like Superman. They be mad you got a crown, they couldn't fit. They be mad you got a throne, they couldn't sit. They be mad you made a name, they couldn't quit. They be mad you hit the gas while they parking through a fit. They be mad you got a
I ain't better than my home. I'm just bigger than with off. I ain't better than my home. I'm just bigger than with off. They wanted me stay humble just to make their ego right. They wanted me stay local like the dream ain't worth a flight. They say who you think you are, like they roll my hand a light. I said I am who I became, and the answer started fights. I remember
I fought for you,
like
you fought my dreams. You said I'm nothing, no, I'm all they see. I gave you loyalty, you gave me memes. I walked away and that's the version that's free. You said my music was a hobby, told me get a normal check. Said I'll never leave the past, I'll just circle where I slept. You hated every late night when I stayed inside the booth. You hated every sunrise when I chased another move. You told your friends I'm embarrassing, you told them I'm a joke. You said I'm wasting all my youth on a dream that always broke. But I stay focused on the pain, I turn pressure into gold. Now they pay to hear my voice and you watching from the cold.
I fought for you, you fought my dreams. You said I'm nothing, now I'm all they see. I gave you loyalty, you gave me memes. I walked away and that's the person that is free. You didn't lose me, you just lost the chance. DJ you didn't love me, you just loved the dance. You didn't help me, you just watched me stand. You didn't hold me, you just held my plans.
I used to answer every call, now they go straight to ignore. I used to beg you for respect, now I walk right past the door. Used to ask you for support, you said love don't pay the rent. Now the rent is just a number and the shows pay every cent. You only check my story when the crowd begin to scream. You only call me baby when the check comes in between. You told me I should quit, you said be real, not extreme. I became the realest version, now reality is
you
clean.
You didn't lose me, you just lost the chance. You didn't love me, you just loved the dance. You didn't help me, you just watched me stand. You didn't hold me, you just held my plans. I never hated how you doubted me. Hated how you left it who I could be.
I met people who were strangers who believed more than you. They never asked me to be perfect, they just asked me to be true. They didn't need me to impress them, didn't beg me for the proof. They just listened when I spoke and the silence was the truth. You could've been beside me when the lights began to glow. You could've been the first to scream my name before the show. But you traded all our patience for attention down below. Now the only time we talk is when you tell me I don't know.
I fought for you, you fought my dreams. You said I'm nothing, I'm all they see. I gave you loyalty, you gave me me.
She just stares, like she already knows what I'm here for. She don't need a language, her eyes pull me in. No hello, no name, just a slow wicked grin. Lean close, didn't talk, played a game with her skin. Said nothing with her lips, but her body said when. Black dress dripping down her curves like a crime. Perfume heavy in the air, got me losing my mind. Every step like a promise, every love like a sign. She been waiting on a man who could read between the lines.
Eyes in the dark, they don't ask for permission. No words, no fear, just a silent addiction. She move like she owns every part of your vision. Slow and soft neck, she a hunter on a mission. Her eyes in the dark, hypnotizing intentions, while heat in her chest like a midnight confession. No rules, no vows, she don't care for protection. She said show me who you are with a silence.
She pulled me to the corner, left the world at the door. Didn't dance, didn't rush, just her fingers on the floor. Trace a line from my wrist to the buttons I wore. And I swear her heartbeat shook the VIP core. I asked if she was trouble, she laughed and sighed. Didn't answer with a sentence, only narrowed her eye. Didn't tell me her intention, she just wanted to try. And she touched my chain like she testing our life.
Don't blame, don't look away. I wanna see every thought you're hiding.
She rode every second like the room was a stage. Like she burned every lover like she never played safe. Like she tasted every secret in a velvet race. She don't beg for attention, she just sets the next page. Tongue slow, nail sharp, she a weapon in heels. Told me nothing with her breath, but I knew how she feels. She don't talk about romance, she talk power and deals. She a promise with her heartbeat, she a woman that's still.
Eyes in the dark, no mercy, no caution. No good girl disguised, just a lust in motion. She don't wait for consent, she don't beg for devotion. She just drags you to the edge like a sin.
You know what it is. They smile in your
face, but they jealous in the V. They ask how we together, like the answer isn't free. They don't wanna see us rise, they just wanna see us bleed. They pretend like they support, but they never wanna see you weak. She came from the quiet side where the hate moves slow. Friends call her every night just to ask what they don't know. Screenshots, shade posts, rumors in the show, but she shrug every whisper, she too focused on the glow. They be clapping on her page and they DM me the dirt, tryna say she for the streets, tryna tell her what we worth. But I watch how they move when the cameras see the earth. They be begging for a seat while she walk like they smile in your face, but they jealous in the V. They ask how we together, like the answer isn't free. They don't wanna see us rise, they just wanna see us bleed. They pretend like they support, but they never wanna see you.
I don't care who talking, I don't owe them no respect. They be mad we look expensive even when we look a mess. They don't ask about my grind, they just gossip on my ex. I don't chase no basic hater, I'ma step and leave them pressed. They don't like me, they don't love me, they just talk what I possess. He the one they want attention from, I'm one they can't address. If they crying in a group chat, then I know I'm truly blessed. Keep it cute, keep it pricey, keep you broken, unimpressed.
Every time she posts a smile, they be sending warning. Act like they protecting her, but they talking in the morning. They don't wanna see her win, they just wanna see her form into the shape of their approval, like they holy in the morning. I don't argue in the comments, I don't beg for validation. I've been in the trenches building, I don't chase their admiration. They've been waiting for the crash like a generation, but she hold me down quiet as a real foundation.
I don't care who talking, I don't owe them no respect. They be mad we look expensive even when we look a mess. They don't ask about my grind, they just gossip on my ex. I don't chase no basic hater, I'ma step and leave them pressed.
They don't see the nights we bled, they just see the crown instead. They don't see the loss we fed, they just see the wins we bred. We don't talk about our business, never tell them who we trust. We just rise above the noise, let the jealousy combust. They be trying to make a rumor every time we post a bust, and they watching every move like they studying the dust. They gon' say she only with me cause her brand and the checks. They gon' say I'm only with her cause she give me what's next. Funny how they never knew us till we walk with respect. Funny how they only hate you when you smiling in your face, but they jealous in a V. They ask how we together like the answer isn't free. They don't wanna see us rise, they just wanna see us bleed. They pretend like they support, but they never wanna see you leave.
Enemies disguised as friends, I can feel it when they laugh. Clapping for the wins I build and they whisper on my path. They don't want me with the crown, they just want me in the past. Enemies disguised as friends, every smile never laugh.
They shake hands, say brother, then they switch when I leave. Screenshots in the shadows, tryna cut through what I weave. They congratulate my blessings with the envy up their sleeve. Tell me we all gonna make it, but they pray that I bleed. They only love the version of me they can still control. So once I grew above that level, they start losing hope. They used to say I'm nothing, now they act like I'm the goal. Funny how the hate gets louder when you step into your role.
Enemies disguised as friends, I can feel it when they laugh. Clapping for the wins I build and they whisper on my path. They don't want me with the crown, they just want me in the past. Enemies disguised as friends, every smile never lasts.
I don't try no fake applause, I don't try no fake applause. That ain't love, that's camouflage, that ain't love, that's camouflage. They was cool when I was small, they was cool when I was small. Now I'm big, they sabotage, now I'm big, they sabotage. They be stalking all my moves, they be stalking every goose. Every outfit, every gloss, every outfit, every gloss. But they only call me queen when they tryna be the boss. They don't clap because they proud, they just scared I'm going far. Yeah. Jealous of my orbit and they mad I'm not a star. They be dying for attention but they fold under the bar. I don't argue with no haters, I just walk into a car.
They say we see it growth, we support you from the side, but they only call my number when their numbers start to slide. They don't celebrate the journey, they just question where I ride. Tryna copy every move, but they never had the pride. They call me brother in the club, then they curse me in the chat. Sending rumors to my girl, hoping jealousy was that. They pretend to be the realest, but they always coming back. Begging favors like I owe them, but they never pay me back.
I don't trust no fake applause, I don't trust no fake applause. I didn't try this camouflage, I didn't let this camouflage. They was cool when I was small, they was cool when I was small. Now I'm big, they sabotage, now I'm big, they sabotage. They be stalking on my moves, they be stalking on my moves. Every outfit, every gloss, every outfit, every gloss. But they only call me queen when they tryna be the boss.
Keep your handshake, keep your drink. I don't sit with the snakes. They don't hate you to your face, they just hate you when you win. Lie behind your back while they hugging you again. They don't want the throne themselves, they just want you up to spin. If they can't control the kingdom, they'll destroy it from within. You can love them like a brother, this'll stab you in the ribs. Give them access to the table, listen, stay your civil bits. When you cut them off in silence, they'll pretend you never did. Then they tell the world you changed because you finally learned to live.
And in disguise as friends, I can feel it when they laugh. Clapping for the wins I build and they whisper on my path.
You said the love was over, but your glance made me numb. Said you're happy with your life, but you still was getting caught. Every time I walked in, the whole rhythm got it struck. You
weren't fighting me at all, you were fighting every thought. You said you're done with everything, your hobby wasn't still. You said I'm just a memory, your focus broke to chill. You told everyone you healed, but your eyes are not until I let go of what we were, and you haven't found a skill. I ain't calling you a liar, I just learned to read the signs. I ain't chasing fake reactions, I just study all the lines. When the truth is in the silence, that's the clue nobody finds. Your voice can sell a story, but your eyes reveal the blind.
Your eyes told the truth, even when your voice lied. You said you moved on, but your pupils never tried. You said you don't care, but your silence testified. Your eyes always speak louder than the stories you hide.
I can say I'm over you, but my eyes won't let it be. I can act like I'm stronger now, but they show what's left in me. I can smile for the cameras, but the truth ain't breaking free. My eyes always tell a story that my pride won't let you see. I can scream that I'm finished, but these windows never fake. I can pose like I'm fearless, but the truth begins to shake. Eyes don't lie for anybody, they bend but never break. They show every piece of love that the voice can't replicate. You put distance in your words, but your eyes pull me near. You laugh loud for attention, but they trembled out of fear. You said I'm fine, I promise, but the truth was never clear. Cause emotion don't disguise itself, it's always volunteering here. You looked away to hide it, but that shit gave it away. You blink fast when you're nervous, that's the tell I didn't say. You still glances when I'm quiet, that's the truth you can't delay. Your eyes been speaking volumes that your mouth will never play. I ain't here to call you out, I just notice what is real. You can act like you're above it, but the truth is what you feel. I can see it in a second, in the way your pupils do. You can lie to every question, but your eyes will always kneel.
I can say I'm over you, but my eyes won't let it be. I can act like I'm stronger now, but they show what's left in me. I can smile for the cameras, but the truth ain't breaking free. My eyes always tell a story that my pride won't let you see.
Words can't hide the pain. Eyes never learned a skill. I've seen real heartbreak in a glance, seen truth inside a stare. Seen everything you fought with, even when you acted bare. Seen the love you tried to bury, seen the fear you couldn't share. Seen the weight behind your pride, everything you couldn't wear. You can post like you're glowing, but your eyes ain't not today. You can dance like you're fearless, but your truth gets in the way. You can shout that you're winning, but your vision goes astray. Cause your eyes ain't part of acting, they don't lie, they just obey. I learned everything I needed from the moments we collide. Your voice built a story, but your eyes never complied. I ain't mad at your defenses, it's the way we all survive. But the truth will always surface in the windows you can hide.
Your eyes told the truth.
She lied to herself way more than she lied to me. Told her what she moved on, but her eyes disagree. Told her friends she don't care, but she watching secretly. You can hide from the truth, but it don't set you free. You kept painting fake stories just to make yourself alright. Call me cold in the daytime, miss me quiet in the night. Told yourself I was the problem, but that mirror ain't polite. You were fighting your reflection, not the man you chose to fight. You kept saying you were healed, but your patterns never changed. Said you're done with all my love, but that chapter rearranged. Every time my name popped up, your whole mood got strange. You lied to stay protected, but that shit got exchanged. You told people you were glowing, but inside you couldn't cope. You told them you were better, but your silence had no hope. I ain't judging what you hid, I just learned to let you slow. You weren't lying to hurt me, you were lying just a code.
She lied to herself way more than she lied to me. Told her what she moved on, but her eyes disagree. Told her friends she don't care, but she watching secretly. You can hide from the truth, but it don't set you free. You don't gotta fake your feelings and let it all fall down. You don't gotta hide your shadow when the night comes round. You don't gotta say you're over, but your heart ain't drowned. You can lie to yourself till the truth got loud.
You don't gotta play the hero, don't pretend you're stone. You don't gotta chase a crowd just to feel less alone. You don't gotta mask the damage that was never your own. You were lying to yourself, that's why the love got thrown.
I ain't blame you for the secrets, I ain't blame you for the dark. But you hid the real emotions, now they show up in the spark. You said you found somebody better, but that shine was just a mark. Every fire you put on them couldn't match the one we sparked. You were fighting for the city, acting strong up in the zone. Posting quotes about your healing, but the truth was overthrown. You were scared to say you miss me, scared to pick up the phone. Cause admitting that you felt it meant admitting you were grown. You didn't lie to be evil, you lied cause you were scared. You didn't lie to be selfish, you lied cause you weren't prepared. You kept running from the truth every time you felt impaired. But lies don't lift the soul, they just show it's undeclared. You don't gotta fake your feelings, let it all fall down. You don't gotta hide your shadow when the night comes round. You don't gotta say you over what your heart ain't drowned. You can lie to yourself till the truth comes out.
I didn't lose you. You just lost a story you told yourself. Like she was done, but she still watch every move. Said she ain't impressed, but my life gave her the proof. Money, power, influence, now she seeing how I grew. She don't care on the surface, but her eyes don't approve. She told her friends I'm all new, but she check me every night. Hit my page in secret mode, keeping feelings out of sight. When she left, she thought I crumbled, thought I lose my whole invite. But I leveled to a king, now my presence hit a pride. I've been stacking up the wins, built my name from ground to throne. Turning pressure into diamonds, building worlds on our own. Power in the way I move, calm enough to stand alone. Influence in every room, now my aura fully grown. She ain't liking what she seeing, but she can't look away. Cause the man she left behind ain't the man I am today. Money changed my options, discipline changed my way. And the peace I walk around with turn regret into a play. She left like she was done, but she still watch every move. Said she ain't impressed, but my life gave her the proof. Money, power, influence, now she seeing how I grew. She don't care on the surface, but her eyes don't approve.
I walked away like I was strong, but I still watch you climb. Told myself that I was fine, but I check you every time. You became the man I feel, steady growing in your prime.
She was there when nobody cared. Oh, she was there. Yeah. She was there when the crowd had no hands, when I had no shows, no fans, no brand. Now I'm walking with the lights on demand, and she still look at me like I'm the same man. She was there when the city said quit, when the hate got loud and the bag wasn't lit. Now the room shakes every time that I spit, and she still call me king like I never changed it. I had nothing but a grind and a phone on. No stage, no buzz, no stepping stone on. Everybody said give it or go home, but she stood right beside me like a backbone. No flex, no screenshots, no lies, no fake one day tears in the skies. When my friends disappeared in the sky, she said I see the future in your eyes. I was recording in a room full of echoes, eating noodles while they brag about ghettos. I told her one day we gon' walk in stilettos. She said take your time, I don't count medals.
She was there when the crowd had no hands, when I had no shows, no fans, no brands. Now I'm walking with the lights on demand, and she still look at me like I'm the same man. I don't want your diamonds or your stage, I don't want your spotlight or your rage. I was there when they laughed at your name, now they run for a seat in your flame. I don't want your followers and fame, I just want the soul you became. I don't need the keys to your lane, I was there when the grind felt insane.
They scream now, but couldn't hear me then, acting like we used to be best friends. They post love like they knew the plans, but they dip when I bled for the bands. She never asked who's watching us, never begged for the pictures or the bus. She didn't chase what crowd could discuss, she chased my consistency and trust. I was walking to the studio at dawn, sneakers torn, hoodie gray, dreams gone. She said don't stop when the money ain't born, now they screaming when I breathe in a song.
I don't want your diamonds or your stage, I don't want your spotlight or your rage. I was there when they laughed at your name, now they run for a seat in your flame. I don't want your diamonds or your stage, I don't want your spotlight.
Loyal to the code, every step stays in line. Built our own empire off discipline and grind. Power in the circle, every heart be synchronized. We don't fold, we don't switch, we don't break under heat. We built this from the bottom, turn pressure into concrete. Never needed outside help, never beg for a seat. We just sharpened every weakness till the whole crew elite. We don't flex what we earn, we invested in the team. We don't chase empty noise, we just execute the scheme. Winning ain't an accident, the strategy supreme. Each brother got a role, every move stays unseen. And he tight like a fortress, connection like a code. No betrayal in the circle, loyalty's the
mold. You can shake a foundation when everybody bestow respect over cloud, that's the life we mold. Like a cartel, a brother, not crime. Loyal to the code, every step stays in line. Built our own empire off discipline and grind. Power in the circle, every heart be synchronized. We locked in, heavy, same vision, same roots. Never needed validation, just results in our pursuits. Every brother stays solid, every bond take roots. This a power code of family, no substitutes. We don't brag, same vision, same roots. Never needed validation, just results in our pursuits. Every brother stays solid, every bond take roots. This a power code of family, no subs. We don't brag about strength, we just walk like we built it. Every action has a purpose.
You're now tuned in to the sound of the empire. DJ DF, where luxury meets deep feel.